Good morning and welcome to Frugalfull. My name's Lara and this is a wee frugal living and budgeting channel. So this week is a little bit different to usual because usually I do a Thankfulness Thursday video and a Slowing It Down Saturdays video. So this week's a wee bit different. It's going to be a Thrifty Tuesday video, followed by, on Friday, a special Frugal Friday video. So you might know, if you saw last week's video, you'll probably have guessed what this is going to be, because last week, and if you didn't see it, then please check it out. You can't reach it by clicking on here, but this will show you what it looks like, for what to look out for in my playlist of videos. But last week was part one in a two-part collab with Frugal Stu, who is a fantastic guy and YouTuber who does awesome videos about budgeting as well, as his name Frugal Stu suggests. So I hope you enjoy seeing his part one also, about how to do holidaying on a budget. That was last week's vid. And this Friday, we both are putting out our part two of our joint collaboration, which is our videos each of us have done for our holiday, the actual holiday itself, that has been done, of course, on a budget. And I hope you enjoy. So this Friday, Frugal Friday, will be my holiday video on this channel. I'm not going to say where I went, it's a wee surprise. I hope you enjoy. And then please also check out Stu's holiday video when it comes out this Friday on his channel, Frugal Stu. So without further ado, today's video is a foodie budgeting related video, because this is Thrifty Tuesday. And I hope you have been having a fantastic June so far. And it's summertime here. It might not be summer wherever you are in the world, but if it's summer where you are, I hope you're having a lovely summer and decent sunshine and good weather. It's beautiful weather today. So I've got a busy wee day ahead. It's been quite busy already. I'm going to show you why in just a second. Turn the camera around. Yes, I'm just checking that the film is actually running and I've not just been talking for no reason. So this month I'm doing my usual £25 a week budget for food. So it covers food, toiletries, cleaning products, household products, and any essential medication, over-the-counter stuff like pain relief. It also includes one item per week for the food bank, because I want to, by the end of the year, have 52 items for the local food bank to help people, because it's a difficult time right now with the cost of living. So it's a nice way to be able to give back and do something for people in the local community. So my budget, as I say, is £25 per week. So I've got £100 for June, 4 weeks, but we're part of the way into June. At the end of the month, beginning of July, I will do a video on a Thrifty Tuesday, which will be all about how budgeting has gone this month. But today I want to share with you my kind of strategy for how I'm planning to spend this month on these essentials for this £25 a week budget. So currently this is week 4. But today's wee bit of film has been done a little earlier, and I'm going to show you what my plan is for how I am planning to, and how I have been from when I'm filming this up until when you're seeing this, how I have been eating, menu planning and food shopping so far in June. I'm not going to do a big online shop this month. My plan this month is I want to try and come out as much under budget as I possibly can, just to try and tighten my belt this month. And so in week 1, I had some top-up shops, and I'm sticking with doing small top-up local shops this month. But I have a shopping list and a menu plan to cover the next 4 weeks, and using up as much of my stuff at home as possible. There'll still be a bit left over, mind you, which is great. It's good to have a little bit of emergency extra stuff. But if I can stick to this, it means once I've bought everything on this list I'm about to show you, that will be it. And hopefully I'll not need to spend anything else in June. But I'll let you know, of course, at the end of the month in the budgeting video how June goes. Also, in that video, I'll break down what my sinking funds are. I have other videos, see other videos in Thrifty Tuesday's playlist, and you'll be able to see that I've got videos about sinking funds and how my no and low spend year works, so you can get more details there on what the sinking funds are, how much I allow per month for them. But I'll go into detail at the beginning of July, end of June in that Thrifty Tuesdays vid, all about how the sinking fund side of things has gone this month. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to show you. So using my trusty weekly planner sheets, I have now got a pretty detailed breakdown of how I'm planning to budget. So I've got certain staple meals I'm making. I'm going to do some batch cooking. I'm going to do a slow cooker lasagna. I'm hoping to do it with mainly veggies rather than buying sheets. We'll see. Dal, baked bean chili, Moroccan mushroom couscous, spiced bulgur wheat. Oh, wobbly camera, sorry. Ratatouille. So, and then I'll be like making extra portions to freeze and then an extra fresh portion to have on another day each time. Did I say the chili? I'm planning to use baked beans to make a chili, which will be interesting. I've never done that before, so watch this space. Yeah. Did I say spiced bulgur wheat? I've lost track. And then, of course, the scrambled egg, root chips and beans. That's a good old staple one. So I'll get a pack of eggs when I go shopping so I can do that. And then there's going to be, in this set of 2 weeks, there'll be some of the frozen meals I'll be defrosting to use. I'm going to do a root and lentil casserole. And veggie udon the veggie udon is really straightforward because I've got some packs of udon and ramen in the cupboard, and then I can just use up some frozen veggies and season it and add flavour to the stock. It's a really tasty, simple, quick, healthy meal, so I really like that. I'm going to make a mixed bean curried couscous to do for a couple of meals. Yeah, and as I say, just using up stuff from the freezer and the trusty scrambled egg, root chips and beans. So it's a bit repetitive, but it'll all be meals I enjoy. And more importantly, it will keep me well on track, I think, with my budget. And when I come to the end of that 4 weeks, which will be almost about a week or so into July, hopefully, I will still have tins of tomatoes, butter beans, mixed beans, baked beans, some of the ramen and udon left over, and in the freezer I should still have 2 dals, 2 root casserole, 2 lasagna, 2 chili, 2 ratatouille, a bulgur, spiced bulgur, and a mushroom couscous. And the great thing is I like to I'm very low for what's in. There's only 2 soups in the freezer just now and a whole bunch of fruit and veg. And I've still got some like apple cake and things I made using some allotment fresh stuff, and some beetroot and chocolate brownies in the freezer. They're like my go-to stash of things when I need something sweet that I just keep in the freezer. I'm actually amazed they've even lasted this long, to be honest, because I have no willpower usually. But yeah, what I do normally like to do is always have a selection of frozen meals available, because it means if I'm really, really tired and I haven't got the energy to cook, I can just adapt the menu if I was going to cook, have something from the freezer, removes all the temptation to have takeaway food. As much as I enjoy a takeaway for a treat sometimes, I really want to rein it in this month and really, really budget as tight as I can. Just see how I can manage with that. And I do usually have a takeaway treat now and again, but this month I'm not planning to. Because I had my holiday, I did have some treats while I was away, so that's been my treats instead. So we'll see how it goes. This is the plan. I hope to stick to it to the letter. If I do, by the time July rolls round, I'll have this bank of stuff in the freezer, which is a good supply. As that eventually kind of reduces down, I'll have made other batch cook stuff, and then that replenishes the stock, and then it just kind of keeps rotating round, and it's a great wee system. I really like to do that. If I keep on top of it, I find it really helps me stay on track with food planning, budgeting, eating healthily, etc. And I focus on meals, obviously, that I really enjoy, so that the motivation's there to keep doing it. Quite often risotto's in here. In fact, I'll write that down in a second. That would be a great thing to make in July, because I've got some asparagus in the freezer. So I might do something like a pea, mushroom and asparagus risotto in July again. I do love risotto. And my coffee list. Oh my God. My shopping list. Spare coffee and spare decaf coffee, spare nut butter, root veg for doing the chips, which will probably be parsnips. It might be sweet potato or carrots. I'm going to get those anyway for doing my root casserole. Some tomato puree, some squishy cream, for reasons I'll tell you. It's to go with something. I've got some meringue to use up in the fridge that Mum got me ages ago that I've not used yet. So I'm going to crumble some meringue, use the squishy cream, and there's something I'm going to show you in the next bit of the video, and that's what it's going to go with. And that'll be over the course of 2 or 3 puddings, which will be just, oh, so good. Spare deodorant roll-on and spare deodorant spray. 2 bags of cat litter, but they're not in this budget. They're in Bella's separate kitty cat budget. And then stock up on some pasta and porridge. I always want to make sure I've got supplies of them in the cupboard. Plenty of soya or oat milks, preferably the 50p a carton soya milks from Lidl or Asda. They're amazing value for money, so I'll be stocking up on those. Frozen sweet corn, onions, either red or white. I'll try and get them marked down, yellow sticker if possible. Some shampoo, shower gel. I could use soap rather than shower gel, but sometimes I find soap, it really dries. It's fine for my hands, but for my body, it dries my skin out, and it sometimes aggravates my skin. So I'm better sticking with shower gel really at the moment. Hair stuff, that's the argan oil leave-in conditioning treatment. It's £1 and you get a big pot, and it's a godsend for me because I have a lot of split ends and breaks in my hair because it's long, and I either cut it myself or my mum trims it, but for a long time I wasn't getting it trimmed at all, and so I've got a lot of frizz, and it's also very dry and prone to frizz anyway. But this stuff makes a huge difference to my hair. Pack of eggs, some peppers and some tomatoes fresh, or maybe frozen peppers. I'm going to see if I can get them marked down, of course. It's always the thing. And also, if I see any marked down yellow sticker stuff anyway, that I know I can either freeze or make some really great meals out of. Just to say, I'll be grabbing that and either adapting this menu, or if they're things that last in the freezer, keeping them and then using them to kind of inform July's menu, and that'll keep the July food costs way down, hopefully, too. Finally, oh yeah, prescription. But in Scotland, that's free, hooray, which is great. Thank you, NHS, and please make that last a long time, because it's a good thing, and it should be like that everywhere. I wish it was. Finally, cheesecake ingredients. Now, you will have seen, well, you might not have, but it just came out a couple of days ago by now, by the time you see this. So hopefully it'll have worked out, unlike the coconut lemon bars. That was so funny. But if you go back a couple of days on my last video that came out, basically was the raw cheesecake. So I hope it turned out. Hope you enjoyed seeing it. And by the time you see this, I'm sure I'll have eaten some and it will have been delicious, even if it's not the right consistency, but I hope it will be. It comes from a recipe from this book, Annie's Raw Food Kitchen. And her recipes are just, they just look mouth-wateringly good. And I'm going to follow it really closely. There's no reason why it shouldn't work out this time, but we'll see. But I'm just excited to give it a try and bring you along. So, the cheesecake ingredients that I need are macadamia nuts, pitted dates, shredded coconut, cashews. I've already got a full bag of cashews, but I'm pretty sure it said 3 cups in the recipe, which is a lot of cashews. So I reckon I've got 2 cups worth in the bag. So I'll get another pack and it'll last for, there'll be at least half a bag left, which will last me ages because I eat nuts very slowly. Excuse me. They last me a long time because I only have a few at a time as a snack. I only need 1 lemon because there's 5 in the freezer. Got the honey. I've got vanilla extracts. That's the one thing I'll not quite do the same as in the recipe. And I need to get some coconut oil. I do have some coconut oil in the fridge that I use sometimes as a conditioner treatment for my hair. But it's best before 2019. So it's not exactly for eating, so I'll buy some coconut oil as well. So there you go, there you have it. So I've got a few wee bits to do before I go into town. And also I need to have my lunch, which is going to be a Monster Munch sandwich. It has to be done. Vegan roast beef crisps. It's interesting, they're quite tasty, but crisp sandwiches are just, so good. Right, so I will do that. Then I'll get my trusty trolley. We can head into town and I'll pick up these things and see, not Bella's litter, I can't manage that as well today. That can be done another day, separate budget as I say, and we'll see how much this shopping comes to. See you soon. Oh, and also, finally, the next wee bit of this video is going to be showing you some yellow sticker things that I've just recently picked up on a top-up shop where I also got these super tasty, well, super monstrously quite tasty crisps. So I wanted to show you my mega bargains this week. Some are reduced price, well, I would say yellow sticker, but actually orange sticker items. But also some other great surprises. So the reduced price are a pasta salad pot for only 70p instead of £1.75, and a loaf of bread. It was supposed to be £1.40 down to 98p. There are ways to get cheaper, but I'm happy with that. I'm filming this wee bit of the video on the 11th of June, so I can easily stick that bread in the freezer. It'll keep for a good while. Even out of the freezer, it'll keep for a while. So, the Monster Claws and the Staropramen beer are my treat of the week. The Monster Claws are like Lidl's own version of Monster Munch. They're vegan, but they're roast beef flavour. So I thought I've got to give that a try. It sounds very intriguing and tasty as well. The Staropramen beer was reduced price. It's on a special offer. So I was really pleased with that. There is Isabella wondering what her mum's doing. I got the 2 unsweetened soya milks. So they're only 50p each. They've kept the price steady and little for that, which is great. It's a real godsend for me. I am going to learn how to make my own oat milk when I get round to it. But in the meantime, their soya milk's very good and it's amazing value for money. The camembert was the most expensive thing I bought. I think it was £2 something. I can't quite remember. But when I share with you how the budget's gone for the month of June, I'll let you know the overall price of this top-up shop as a part of that summary. It was £8.85p, but that'll all get factored in when we're working out how the June budget went. And what shall we call the June budget? Just let's see. No, not just over halfway. That could be July, just over halfway July. Oh, Joyful Living on a Budget June. That's quite a long name, isn't it? But Joyful Frugality June? Joyfully Frugal June. There we go. Joyfully Frugal June. So, yeah. All the totals will be in the video at the end of June. At the end of Joyfully Frugal June, to let you know how that all goes and if I manage to stick to my budget for this lower spend year. See previous videos for a breakdown of how that works and how much I'm allocated each week, etc. Sinking funds and all that. Lots of detail in those past vids. Now, the really exciting thing too was Lidl have an app. And this thing came up on the app for me to do these 2 fruit roulettes. And if I was lucky, I could win a fruit prize. So I did. I won a free mango. Well, it was a choice of either a mango or a pineapple. So I went for the mango. I was tempted to get the pineapple, but I fancied the mango. And then the really brilliant one was I won either a honeydew melon or a big punnet of strawberries. And I thought a big punnet of strawberries would be wonderful. Luckily, they still had them in stock. And yes, meow. Meow to you, nosy bunny. I think it's £1.80 something. I'll write it and I'll put it here. How much? £1.88, something like that. I'll let you know. So, what a bargain. So nearly £2 for the strawberries, but they were free because I won them on the fruit roulette. How awesome is that? And then finally, I'm well chuffed with this. So I got, for my birthday, I got this message out of the blue from Lidl saying, "Happy birthday, have a free donut." So great. So after today it would have expired, or I think it was after today or tomorrow or something. So I thought, I don't want to pass that opportunity up. So there is my free jammy donut. Can't wait to enjoy that with a cuppa shortly. So just wanted to show you the bargains. Here's a lovely Bella. So the other thing I meant to say too when it comes to my food shopping and budgeting and meal planning is at this point I'm trying to do a kind of eating pattern where I have 2 meals a day. So I've got my sort of main meal, which is what's on that menu plan sheet. And then for the other meal, it's flexible, but it's either going to be like a kind of fresh fruit salad or a fruit smoothie with possibly some oats thrown in. Oh, off she goes. Or, so smoothie, fruit salad, or either muesli with some dried fruit or porridge. And for the porridge, there's like different things I might put in it, like some honey or some nut butter, cinnamon, some banana, some other kind of fruit, dried fruit. There's loads of different possibilities. Porridge is actually a lot more versatile than I ever used to realise. It's not my favourite thing in the world, but I know it's very healthy. It's filling, it's mega frugal, so it's worth trying to like it as much as I can. So here we have a hungry Bella. Aren't you, Bella? Yes. And I'll feed you in a wee second, chickie. And here is the food shopping. So I got everything on the list plus more. Salad was an extra. Carrots, there's loads. There's more than I need for what's on my menu plan. But I'll be freezing some as well. The eggs, the peppers, tomatoes, a giant sweet potato, probably the biggest one I have ever seen in my life. Look at that. It's blooming enormous. Red onions. And I'll come back to, oh no, actually no, I won't come back to these. Oh no, also tomato puree. Yeah. And then these are the ingredients that by the time you see this have been used. There will be some leftover cashews for the cheesecake, raw cheesecake that was made on Sunday just there for you seeing this. There's the coconut. I've got 3 types of dried fruit. I couldn't get dates. I got some soft apricots, prunes and figs. So it will be some variety of those that I use in the cheesecake instead. Managed to finally find the coconut oil. 1 lemon because there's 5 in the freezer. But there's a whole bunch of leftover ones here as well. And the macadamia nuts I couldn't get, so I just bought extra cashews because I googled it and apparently you can substitute cashews in place of macadamias in recipes for texture and flavour. They're a good alternative, so I went with that. The toiletries, deodorants, spray and roll on, the hair stuff, shampoo and shower gel. And then I got, these things are more like stock up items. Decaf coffee, pasta, some items for the food bank. I need to pick up 1 more food bank item as well. Porridge, the nut butter, the biggie. So it's good to stock up on that because I'm going to have spare in my budget this month, so I thought I would pick up these things while I had the opportunity. Topped up for sweet corn, the squishy cream, that's to go with those strawberries that I just showed you, and the meringue, can't wait. So meat-free meatballs, I might use those to jazz up the... No, I don't think I will use those to jazz up the baked bean chili. I think I'll freeze these and keep these for a completely different recipe, maybe even spaghetti and meatballs next month. This is a kind of thing to have as, and it's only 67p. This is going to be a part of dinner along with that salad pot. Ah, waiting patiently. Good girl. The salad pot was only 34p, by the way. And then these meat-free meatball thingies, $1.95 down to $1.17. Lincolnshire sausages, yum. The cauldron veggie ones, $1.65, so £1.10 off. Reduced price chorizo style veggie sausages. Now, what I like about these is I'll be able to use them in a risotto. I'll do a chorizo style risotto next month. They'll freeze really well. Good saving on them. £2.10. The quiche down to $1.19, so nearly half price. I'm going to freeze that. And this blue cheese I'll be freezing as well. I might use a wee bit of it when I do my lasagna, and then I'll freeze the rest. So I've got ingredients then for 1, 2, 3, 4 batch cook meals there. So that comes in really handy. And because I'm going to have this veggie chicken stuff with the salad tonight, it means I don't need to do the batch cook lasagna that I had on my menu for tonight. So it's going to be one less dinner that what am I saying? It'll be one extra dinner that can be on July's menu that has already been paid for, is what I'm saying. And then stocked up on these milks. So it's been pretty good. And it came to, I think it was about 18 for one shop and about 26 for the other. So is that right? That kind of ballpark, I think, yeah. So we're talking about £54 for all of this, which I think is pretty good. It's quite a few stock up items. Should be everything I need for the rest of June. I might need to get a wee bit more milk, but other than that, and stuff to take me into July. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I ended up buying some lasagna sheets. They weren't a necessity, but I thought they'd be good. I was going to just use aubergine and courgette and stuff to do the lasagna and do just a vegetable one. But I think I will use a wee bit of the lasagna sheets, but make them stretch further. So there you have it. Apologies, getting my words out is a bit harder. I'm a bit tired this evening, but I thought I would just show you these yellow sticker items and how my meal plan looks for the month and how the budgeting's going so far. Wishing you a very good rest of your June, and see you on Friday for the holiday video, and then next Tuesday for the June budgeting video. So very best wishes. Oh my gosh. Very best wishes. Take care and see you then. Bye from Bella and I. Bye.